Okay, so those of you that don't know, this is a there's a ongoing war right now on X or Twitter between Fabrizio Romano and Florian Plettersberg. So right now, I want to carry you through the whole story how it started. It started with the Diomando deal, right? Let me drop page by page so you understand what I'm talking about. Okay, so this is where it all started. Fabrizio Romano dropping news, right? It's a breaking. Your Monday to Real Madrid. Here we go. Agreement closed tonight with RB Leipzig for a fee over 100 million for their veteran winger. Diomande will fly to Madrid this week for medical tests and contract signing until June 2031. Done deal, right? Then immediately, Petit Petit Go came and dropped this other article. He said, "I want quick note on the Yomando saga because more and more things in this business are becoming a bit ridiculous. If there had been a full agreement between Leipzig and Madrid, it would be possible to report the exact transfer fee, wouldn't it? The fact is, there still isn't one. That continues to be confirmed by RB Leipzig, Real Madrid and other players of the camp. If 100 million bid has been rejected, then it's pretty obvious that the fee will be over 100 million, isn't it? Real Madrid are expected to get the deal over the line tomorrow or at latest during the course of next week. Your Monday wants to join Real Madrid and has verbal agreement until 2031. So now from this stuff, if you listen very well, you understand that he was directly going after Fabrizio after that Fabrizio news. Then this device, Jomande wants to join Real Madrid and has a very until 2031. Club to club agreements will continue tomorrow. Jomande is also due to return to Leipzig tomorrow. So what Petit is saying is this deal is not as done as we think the deal is. Then this is where Vince, Chelsea Blue Footy came in. He came and saw the news and he was like, so despite Fabrizio's here we go, isn't that deal supposed to be wrapped? Because the way we football fans have gotten, once you get that here we go from Fabrizio, you know that okay, this deal is done and dusted, right? So after the deal, what's up? What's happening, right? Is the deal a year we go or is the deal not a year we go? Then Fabrizio came. Fabrizio came and replied to that. He said, don't worry, your Monday goes to Real Madrid as club went to Germany. We know about the club stuff. Asked about the fake news yesterday on Man City bidding 100 million for Diomande when they have been out for days. And when Real Madrid were already advancing, they are good at talking about others, not even the good. They can't even tag me, but check your other news first, then talk to me later. We know where this is headed, right? This direct hit that Petit back for what he did. So Fabrizio claimed that Petit did not have the balls to tag him. And while all that was going on, the results in that came on. He said like drop his own that Real Madrid expected to sell your demanding for music. First bid 10 days ago. Then second bid 100 million fixed plus 120 million total package said to be rejected. But agreement likely soon. That means they'll soon come up with like meeting the middle ground. Then PSG out 19 years old return to Leipzig on Monday with which to join Real Madrid. So he will be going back to Leipzig today being Monday with hope of joining Real Madrid. Then while that Petit now went back and replied to that Fabrizio tweet on Bluetooth. He said, okay, wow, by accusing us of fake news with Man City bidding never reported. He claimed that he never reported it. You've unfortunately crossed the line. I never wanted to bring this up, but your club report was seemingly ridiculous and disrespectful to every journalist who actually does proper reporting. One day after the DFB had already named him his official statement, you posted a year ago, posting a signing soon, and it's almost 1 week later. I only thought you have the decency not to do that. Anyone could have posted that club here we go because it was obvious he was going to Germany to become Germany head coach. Your report was based on probability, but not on actual facts. You understand? Then he went further. He went further to bring about the Fabrice before the final whistle just because of algorithm and they need to be first in the race against 43 and score live. Only to delete 5 minutes later because Neymar scored. You should probably keep keep a lower sound overall. The same applies when you fail to credit the original source in a last share of your Instagram post. Do you do business? We do ours. It's okay. Now this goes back to the World Cup. So this goes back to the World Cup, right? During the Brazil Norway game. So I think Fabrizio actually posted the full time scores before the final whistle, before them actually got to score. So they say you start accusing across the line. Now at least I see you've learned how to tag. Very good. So this was Fabrizio coming back to reply to Petit. See, now I see I've learned how to tag. Very good. Maybe I should share messages from few years ago where he asked me how can I increase my followers. Now this is where it's getting personal, right? You get say, oh, your job is my motivation, and who are you not teaching how to do his job on here? But I'm not going out of context as you did. I replied on the same topic. Your man is sharing your tweet saying Man City ready to bid, and you go on other topic. Keep going. In the case, better ask around Anfield about the number 10 shirt. I remember I will start these circles to you. Now, this is actually getting out of hand. You're already getting the context of it, right? Now, this one is something in between, unrelated, right? If we're talking about, journalists going to touch Fabrizio and the rest, then I think this to be right. He said something about, he said David Austin once posted the news about the Osimhen going on loan to Chelsea, something around this, right? It was 2 years ago. He said he told Austin and Austin blocked him, but that is another side story. So now back to Fabrizio, right? Fabrizio replied, say, I'm not into any war. Okay, so we say, look like this war is between you and Fabrizio. He's reporting that the deal is done. We are reporting otherwise. Who can we believe? So Fabrizio went further to report that I'm not into any war, my friend. There were reports of Man City ready to bid 100 million for Diomande literally yesterday. And Man City are completely out since 8 days ago. And they still talk about others. Let it go, but don't involve me. Diomande will go to Real Madrid. Here we go, endure. Petit came back and said, me neither. But don't portray it as if we reported that Man City was ready to bid. We reported that they were willing to pay that amount. There was never a formal bid with the offer within the players. It was focused on Real Madrid and PSG. On PSG, no, there was no need to invent details to how to make it look as though we reported something indifferently. You also know about the Real Madrid 100 million offer was made several days ago, and not just within the last 48 hours, right? And I haven't mentioned anyone personally. If I had done it too, I could have done so. Everyone should ask themselves on what basis they report agreements in principle, done deals, or here we go. Your mind deal with Real Madrid, done deal soon. Good night. It was from last night. Then Fabrizio attacked back. He said, don't portray as if we reported that Manchester City deal. Literally tweeted this. Again, I didn't say one word yesterday or today, but tonight you discuss me and others, methods, and so look at your tweet and then come to me or others, whoever you are referring to teach when I can do here we go or when it's ridiculous. For me, it's way more ridiculous than this tweet than a year we go. Now this is a tweet that Florian posted. He said the Alabama City have everybody indicated they are ready to bid 100 million for their Monday. Then after that, Petit came back. He said, good to know for me and others that you are willing to share private messages and internal conversation. You start development unlike you or keep our conversation private. Used to be a role model for many. For me too, unfortunately. For me, not anymore. I'll simply be grateful that I can be a role model for others. I'll send you the number 10 shirt with a personal message if he ever wears it. In the meantime, I'll check whether there's still a McGree shirt available at Anfield. That was your here we go, wasn't it? And one thing in my world would like it's not the same as want or demand. Thankfully, which story have been long settled, you'll find out from the rest. You'll find out the rest every day. Find out the rest. What else? You find out the rest elsewhere one day. Now, this is evidence that he actually called the Florian wearing the number 10 shirt before coming to Real Madrid because he worked in Germany. And now Fabrizio replied, say, Florian attacking me for a year we go. And it was after a medical in London, verbal agreement on a deal. Literally, you also called done. Can be probably final masterpiece. Let's get back to our good morning. Now, the crazy part is, Florian actually called here we go on the McGree deal himself. Here is the cover of Florian actually calling the deal, and the deal collapsed. So some of these things are actually beyond control of a lot of people, right? We'll continue on this. Let me get feedback on this.